Hello and welcome, fellow Spartans, and today I am here with some more preview footage of Total War Attila, and particularly today I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Sassanids, and the reason why is because a few of you have been asking about these guys as you want to know a little bit more about them. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a better idea of what to expect from them when the game comes out next month. So in the video itself I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of the faction, go through some of the campaign turns, and then finally, hopefully at the end of the video, I will showcase these guys on the battle map and fight out a little bit of a battle for you to enjoy. So let's go straight into it, no messing around, and see what we can find out about these guys. Firstly, I'm going to take a quick look at their traits. I mentioned this already in the overview video I did a few days ago of all the 4 factions you can play on the preview build, but I want to look at them particularly now. So you can see there the Grand Skull trait. This gives them sanitation of +1 for every province capital held across all regions. So as long as they hold the province capital in a region, they will get +1 sanitation from doing so. So this is fantastic because sanitation now is a big play in this game, because disease is a big play in this game. Now in previous Total War titles recently, particularly Rome 2, the disease wasn't as good, I don't feel. You know, you'd have a plague that would rise up in an army, it would last for a few turns, and that would be it. It would be an event, it would happen, and a few turns later it would stop, and a few of your men would have died, and that would be it. Now it seems that disease has taken a more dynamic approach in Attila, with the fact that disease will now spread across your lands, it will rise up in cities, it will rise up in armies. You can give the disease from your army to your city, or vice versa, and then that disease can also spread into enemy armies as well. So the only way you can control that disease from erupting in your factions, or say in your regions within your faction, is to control your sanitation levels. So this trait here gives the Sassanids a nice head start against other factions, so hopefully they can keep sanitation levels high and disease levels low. So a nice, as I say, nice starting trait to have for these guys on the game. King of Kings. So this gives them 2 things. 1, income of 200% tribute from puppet states, and you can see on the right hand side their client states. They have 8 client states under their control, so they get 200% income tribute from those guys at the start of this campaign. Basically, they've also got 7 trade partners and 2 military allies, and they are not at war with a single faction. So you can see why these guys have an initial challenge, or initial starting challenge, of easy. It's very easy to see why, because they've got so many partners in trade, so many client states that they receive income from, and they've also got military allies. So the military allies and the client states will offer protection and income as well. So it's really, really a nice faction to use if you want to start off relatively strong and make a quick and smooth impact on the game and against your enemies, basically. Definitely. So yeah, a lovely thing to have there, 200% tribute. And as well, they have puppet state levies, so +3 of each type of levy unit. So I think this is how this works. If one of your armies is in one of your puppet states regions, they can levy units from their regions into your army. So that's really good because that offers more diversity to your army. So you can recruit different types of units which can give you a different type of strategic game, or offer you a different type of strategic gameplay, I should say, to your army build. So you can try out different styles on the battle map and effectively try and win the battle in a number of different ways with different varying units. I like that, and I think that would give the player a lot more of a different sort of what's the word I'm looking for, a diverse experience basically to the game. Definitely. So there you go, guys, that's a little bit of a summary of the traits. I wanted to quickly go through them with you before we went into the main overview, because it does offer a lot to the campaign. These particular traits I think do influence how this campaign for you, if you're playing as assassins, would play out basically. So there you go. And their main religion is Zoroastrian, I think. 69%, however, is on the decline. So a number of factions are rising up in their regions, so they're going to have to control that particularly and make sure that doesn't get out of control, basically, as that will offer a number of public order problems too as a player. So they have a number of regions. They have a few provinces, I believe. Let's go into strategic overview. So they have a number. They have a region here that's then shared with the Eastern Roman Empire. They've got this whole province here, and as well here. So they've got a number of regions under their control at the beginning of the campaign. If you look into the provinces, they have 3 totally under their control, as I say, and then 1 over here which is shared with the Eastern Roman Empire. And look at that as well. Look at that income they're receiving in that province. Huge. And their starting treasury is 11,000 and their income per turn is 2,926, and that's only at the start of this game. I mean, it could get even bigger and better as time goes on. 42 food surplus, so they've got no problems with food at all. So yeah, as I say, you can see very easily why these guys have an easy initial challenge to start with. They've got gold here, etc, etc, so it's really good. Coastal provinces and coastal regions, as I say, so trade is going to flow into the faction with any problems at all. And you can see here wonders on the campaign map. So here we go, the great city of Babylon. And you can see that's represented there on the campaign map, so that's nice to see. So let me go into this now. Let me play it out basically for a few turns, as I say, and then from there we'll hopefully fight a battle. I'm going to probably pick the Eastern Roman Empire to have a battle with. I'll declare war on them in a few turns time. So I'm going to bring this army, the Heralds of Fire, across to Nisibis, because this province has no problems with public order. It's plus 10, it's going to receive another plus 16 next turn. Sanitation levels are fine as well. However, these guys are minus 12. Let's have a look and see what's causing that. It's taxes, political situation, religious differences. So again, religion a massive influence, a massive factor on this game now, more so than it was probably with cultural differences in Rome 2. And immigrants are minus 1, so immigrants are going to make a bit of a play on this game as well. They'll offer some challenge to the player as well. So now with us bringing that army across, we've gone to plus 4, so this is good. We recruit some more men. We can only recruit Persian levies, so we can see what our region has. So we can increase that to second level village, which will give us some more garrison units, but it won't give us any army recruitable units. This will actually help us in terms of the food and the land and income, but it won't give us any better units. So we may, with this army, if we're going to take on the Eastern Roman Empire, is to try and hire some mercenary units, which we've got a nice selection to go with there. So we'll probably have to go with them to bolster the army before we hit the Eastern Roman Empire. And I like how each region, if you can build in that region, has a local hammer icon next to it now. So for example, Arbela and Nisibis, if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, have got hammer icons next to them because you can see they can expand their buildings. However, you can see here this province capital has no hammer icon next to it because their buildings cannot be increased because they require technology to be researched before they can be increased. So it's a nice quick overview. You can see at a glance straight away which regions you can expand upon and which regions you can't, basically. It's not the same like it was in Rome 2 where you have a hammer hovering over the region or the region itself because there's a building slot to be expanded upon. This is actually just showing you there's actual buildings that you've already got there can be increased to a new level, basically another level. That's what it means. I like that. I think that's quite good. So we'll bring this army as well across. This is the province capital. I'm going to bring it across to Arbela because I'm going to try and take 2 armies across into the Eastern Roman Empire so we can hit both the city of Amida and Edessa at the same time. That would be pretty epic, I think. Now we are on good terms with the who are these? The Atropatania. God, pronunciation is terrible. But you can see there they are one of our satrapy states, so that's fine. So I can see what we can increase here. Give us a gold. That would increase our gold mine to bloody hell. How much? To double it to 1,200 from industry. Minus public order of 5 and squalor of plus 5. So you got to weigh that up big time. I'm probably not going to do that at the moment because really we can't really afford that. So squalor is a problem actually. Let's have a look and see. So squalor at the moment is 3, but current sanitation is 3. So the total sanitation change is nothing. It's 0. It's neutral. So it's okay. But we start building these buildings here. Squalor's going to go up, sanitation levels are going to stay the same, so it's going to start losing sanitation levels, which then, as I say, in turn, can start to cause disease in the regions. However, if we could look at these here, so we haven't got any buildings really which will actually help our sanitation levels at the moment. Only the ones that will actually affect them with squalor. Trying to see which would be the best one to go for actually. They just give us garrison, but they don't give us any recruitable units. I want recruitable units, you see. They unlock the recruitment of Persian levy. We'll go for some income. I want income really at the moment. Starting off with making sure income is sorted out and in a good position. Because when the income's there, when the treasury's right, then everything else sort of fits into place, I feel. So we'll go for that. Over here we've got... Okay, public order. Well, public order is not a problem here. Okay, go for one of them. So that's that. I'm going to have a quick look at the family tree here. So this is more of an expanded family tree, because last time I looked at the family tree, I was looking at the Eastern Roman Empire, not these. So we've got more families to look at. So you can see here, this is our faction heir. Now, he's got a +8 loyalty. If I want to make him our faction heir, that makes him now from +8 to +9. However, he's dropped to he's gone to +5. So because I've changed the faction heir, that's then questioned his loyalty to my faction. And if that dropped to 0, then boom, that general would rebel, his army would rebel, and they would have a civil war on our hands. So we don't want to really pee him off anymore now that we've changed the faction heir over to this guy. So let's have a quick and see. Can I secure his loyalty? I'm going to try and secure his loyalty. So I'm going to use my faction leader and try and secure his loyalty next turn. See if I can boost that up a little bit. I don't want him to defect or drop any more in loyalty. These can, don't know, divorce, diminish popularity, secure loyalty. So I like how you can actually set the faction heir, because I remember in Medieval 2, yeah, you had a faction, so you had a family tree, and yes, you could see who your faction heir was, but you couldn't determine who that faction heir was. In this game, it's brought it back, but you can actually as well set your faction heir and change it, so I like that. Trying to think if there's anything we want to do. So this is our family. So this is right. This is our family, of course. So I've actually given the faction heir to my other family now, not to the actual, because I can adopt this guy. Can I adopt him? Let's see. No, I can't, because I've already got an action with him. So next turn I'm going to try and adopt him if I can. And because I now put him as a faction heir, see if I can adopt him into my family. So yes, we'll see if we can do that. Let's assign some governors. So if they are attacked at the province capital, the governor will defend it, hopefully, against the enemy. We can also offer some office titles, but we can't at the moment to these because they don't meet the prerequisites for the office titles. So we'll have to go through some turns before we can allow, hopefully, or assign them to those titles. So we'll go for force conscription, sorry. Diplomacy, let's have a quick look at that. So Armenia have not got anything with us, they've got nothing. Oh, we can arrange a marriage, could we? Actually, I could offer my daughter. Is she not, I'm taking she's not married to anyone, is she? If I look at my family tree for a second. She's not, it's this lady here. So I could offer her now. She's one of my daughters. I could offer her to Armenia, which would help massively with relations.
I will do you the honor of listening to your terms, hoping to hear wisdom.
You rejected it. You rejected me offering you my daughter. That is ridiculous. How could you do that? Oh, we can offer gifts as well, can we now? Oh, that's nice. I didn't realise we could offer gifts. So we can offer a small gift as well. So I'm going to offer you, my daughter. I'm going to offer you some money. They've accepted it now. So that hopefully would have, yes, that has helped massively. Well, not massively. It's helped a little bit with our public order, with our rating with them in terms of diplomacy. We can't get anything else with them at the moment, so we can't get trade with them. So we've helped make relations with them a little bit easier. So we're actually tense with the Eastern Roman Empire and the Sassanids, are we? We're going to try and go to war with the Eastern Roman Empire first. So that's that done. Can't really do anything else with them. And yeah, I'm going to end the turn, guys. See what happens. Oh, we've got edicts, of course. So what we've got here. Oh, that would give us an increase in sanitation. Mass conscription. Let's go for this one. Give some more influence of our religion. Of course, we can actually issue more, can't we? Why am I doing? Because this governor is now in place, we can actually issue an edict here as well. So increase the sanitation. And research there. As well, we can do it down here, can we? Oh, we've already got an edict there. What about over here? Yes. Yes, another one of the religious edicts, basically. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what the AI are up to. So of course you can always see, you always can tell that those two are the big factions because it takes longer for those two to work out what they're doing on their turns, as opposed to the other factions who go through pretty quickly. What are these up to? What are these thinking about? Oh, right, okay. So balance of power. The balance of power has shifted. As a result, what it means to rule here has also changed. Our current power is 72%. Oh, hang on. Loyalty comes from many places. From the brain, from the heart, and from the wallet. This person demands more money to ensure their dedication. Oh my god. Barum, this general, does he? His loyalty is 6. His gravitas is sort of 28. So I'll lose control if I don't offer him anything. But he'll lose influence but loyalty as well. Oh my god. Let's give him a small bribe. Which one is it then? So he's lost loyalty because of that. Where is Barum? Where is Barum? Trying to find out where he is. Oh, he's here. Oh, right, okay, these have become part of the Armenian. This character is part of the... Ah, right, okay, because of my daughter marrying to their faction, it's now sort of shown me who she's become attached to, basically, I think. So, yeah, she is married to him now. Obviously, then he's the son of these two. So, quite like how that's integrated into the family tree. So, you can see where she fits into their relations, basically. I quite like that. Yeah, nice. Okay. Get that. So, that's affected him. His loyalty with... God, this is interesting. Right, so I'm going to try and secure... I can't. I can try and secure his loyalty, though. Try and see if I can get that up. But he is getting a little bit uneasy, isn't he? Oh, God, that's not good. Right, any more stuff to look at? Edict issued. Faction destroyed. Okie dokie. See a bit more of the buildings here. It gives us a garrison a few naval units as well. So we've used pretty much all our money there. We are trying to spam out the buildings a lot, trying to get into a better position, and which is fair enough. Obviously, we want to try and build and expand on our regions early on. So we're going to bring these 2 units out of the cities now. And we shall actually go into their lands. Shall really pee them off. Because we're now trespassing into their land. Oh, hello. Okay, fair enough. Trespassing, right. But look here. Let's raid him. So that's really going to annoy him now. So hopefully next turn we can actually attack him. So this region is now -10, and that's because of taxes and things like that. So what I'm going to have to do is probably untax him for a second, just until we can get him into a much stronger position. So, as you can see, this is the overview. Obviously, it tells you everything about each region and province under your control. So it gives you a nice summary all in one go. And you can, as I say, change the names of all the regions on the game now. So I'm going to change this to a bit controversial, a bit of Lord of the Rings for you, a bit of Rohan. Don't know why. Just want to change it to Rohan. But there you go. That just shows you can change the names of every single region on the game now. I don't know if the enemy took that from you, then it would leave it as Rohan. I probably would actually. I don't know if it then go back to the default name, but probably would stay as the name you just selected actually. So, okay, we'll untax the province for a few turns. What difference would it make? So we get 302 income from them because they'll let -11 corruption. Good God. But -2 now to public order, hopefully. Okay. So we'll have a look again at these guys here. This guy, he's concerning me. So whereabouts is he based? I need to take a look at him on the campaign map. So he's one of my generals actually on the attack. Oh God, that's not good. What's the situation with the integrity of the army? They're not too bad. See, if it gets to this position here, these guys could rebel. They're not bad though. If we win a battle, they should definitely increase their integrity. So what's it looking at? Change per turn is +2. Current 58. So it's actually going up it's going up in the right direction actually. And these actually going down because we're on foreign soil and the faction. I think because we're in the Eastern Roman Empire's faction. I think a lot of things here. Obviously, the effects that have incurred because we've gone into that raiding stance as can be seen on the left-hand side here. But if you look at their general as well, it's giving you information about why their effects are being hindered. So that's good. So I like it. It's giving a nice overview exactly of what's causing issues to your generals. I mean, this guy's fine. He's got very good pluses in his traits and abilities and skills, but this general is a little bit personal influence, -1 personal influence earning situation. Integrity, -5. This guy is not a good general to have in your army. I think we want to... Can we replace him? Not enough money. If I could, I'd probably replace him because he's not the best general to have in your army. He's quite loyal, but he's not very good. So that's a bit of a hindrance. But things obviously like raiding is not helping either, I suppose. But we'll end the turn again. And I think next turn we'll go for an attack against the Eastern Roman Empire. If they don't retaliate, that is. Just going through these factions now, reminding me, of course, that, you know, obviously in the next couple of weeks... Oh, right, okay. So, Armenia have been attacked. Is it Armenia? No, yes. The aggressor is the Irans, and the defenders are Armenians, and both of them are my client states. No, actually, one of them is my military allies, and one of them is my client state. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go onto the side of the Armenians because they give us income per turn from being a client state of mine. I don't want to lose that income bonus. These don't give me a bonus in terms of any income at all. So I'm going to enter the war on the side of the Armenians. Oh, hello. What were they up to then? But yes, as I say, going through all these factions now is reminding me that obviously in a couple of weeks' time I will be doing some faction votes. And those faction votes will be across all the factions available on the game for you guys to play on. And obviously then you'll be voting for which factions you want me to play on when the game comes out next month. So another situation's occurred. More bribery is at foot here. Oh my God. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. So at least he's gone up a little bit. He's +6 now because I've offered him a small bribe. That's bolstered his loyalty rating up a little bit. But his influence has gone right down. So let's go across to Edessa. Now, these have left these two regions completely opened up. I think they've probably taken their armies they had here and retreated them back into more of their mainland area of the game. I'd say more of their mainland of their regions they've got. So they've pulled their armies back to try and support these regions, maybe, by the looks of things. But let's have a quick look and tell them now the good news.
So that I may go to the baths and wash
Look at the arrogance. The arrogance of him. So we'll call our allies to help.
Our Lord has surely turned his back on your land.
Excellent.
Now you will
all of our allies and client states have joined me. And I like that how it's now showing you the different stances they feel for your faction and the Eastern Roman Empire, and the same vice versa for their allies. Now they have been the Sassanids refuse to join them. Interesting. So I'm going to siege Edessa, and I'm going to attack Amida. Now I'm going to order resolve this one. You can see there the balance of power is completely in our favour. So there's no way we will lose that battle. So I'm going to order resolve that one and be the aggressive man on the battlefield. I like how it goes into a cinematic view when you actually fight the battle out on the campaign now. So we lost no units completely. We lost a couple of the, obviously we lost some casualties, the cavalry, but apart from that we did quite well. So we've got a number of options we can do here. You can raise it, completely wipe out the city off the face of the earth, which would then make the land become desolate, I think. You've got occupy, loot and occupy, or sack. We're going to occupy it just peacefully. So it does affect the public order -20. It then as well gives it instability of -10, which is I think an ongoing. So basically hit it instantly to -20 in that aspect, but then it would actually take each turn one less in public, in province instability. It would go down to -10, -9, -8, you know, sort of thing like it did on Rome 2, and a morale penalty of -2. So there you go. We've taken Amida. Now, if we look at our general here, he has got a few households to his name now, so they'll be coming into his household next turn. We've got some skills. We can give him the a few other things here. So we can give him the Charador. We also can give him possibly. We'll go for construction because we will have to probably convert things to our way of thinking. So we'll probably go for this, which will help reduce those construction costs down. We can repair that. That's actually fine. That's a part of our culture, is it? Right. We can't do anything else at the moment. Well, can't we? We dismantle that because there's nothing else we can convert it to. Right. Fine. No problem. We can't convert that because you must rebuild your city first. Right. Okay. So we'll do, oh no. Right. We've got Okay. I got you. We've got to rebuild these first, have we then? And then we can do that. I think that's how it works. Right. Okay. Fine. Has that helped our integrity, actually, of our army? So, -5 to the faction, but casualty suffers -1, release captives -2. Battle 110, though. So, overall, it's going to actually increase our integrity +4 every turn. Okay, that's good. So, what we're going to do is siege this settlement of Edessa here and see how it looks like in a few turns when siege escalation sort of occurs on the battle map, and I can show you that on the battlefield hopefully. So I'm going to come back to you in a second, guys, and I'll be back with you after a few more turns, and then I'll fight this battle out on the battle map itself. So I'll be back with you in just a second. Good God, guys, you can see here just while doing the end turn there, look at that. The Arans have come in, attacked someone's settlement, and completely obliterated the region off the face of the earth. Those guys are gone. That is obviously completely wiped them out, desolated the land, and I think as well it really, if we look at it, it will actually have made the land completely infertile now. If you have a look on the overview map here, look at fertility, it's massively affected now. It's poor now because of the situation that's happened in the previous term, it's gone down to 2. I think that was a lot higher before. So yeah, you can see how much raising and things like that has an impact on the game now. So yeah, I just want to quickly show you that before we continued. Another interesting thing to point out, guys, as well, is the fact that now we're in the winter season. We're now actually incurring a food problem, famine basically, because our lands, of course, because it's winter, are not as fertile as it would be in the summer months. So we're actually now losing food because of that. So that's a nice, again, factor to take into consideration. It's causing the 3 things that are occurring there. So -5 to our integrity of our armies, -1 to replenishment rates, and -1 to all our provinces in growth. So we have to be technically prepared better going forward for the winter months. So in the summer months, what you should be doing then, by the looks of things, according to how the game plays out, you should be building more lands of agricultural buildings, basically, in your lands, I should say, which will then increase your fertility, give more food to your faction, and in turn put you into a much better and stronger position come in the winter period. So because I didn't do that, I wasn't aware of that situation, I've now got a famine on my hands. If I prepared better in the summer months, built better buildings of agriculture, then this may have not happened. So I like that. It seems to be a nice factor that again has been brought in to Attila, basically. I like it a lot. Okay guys, I am back now, and I am here ready at the gates of Edessa. I've been sieging it for about 5 or 6 turns, so we should see that sort of siege escalation represented to us on the battle map in a second. I've got some siege equipment to bring to it as well, so this should be pretty convincing. I mean, we haven't got much to fight against. Okay guys, so we're on the battle map now. Here we go, and there's some buildings over here which have incurred some damage. So obviously we can see some evidence of siege escalation that has actually happened. So look at this, the siege towers have been destroyed. So yeah, that is definitely very clear to see. This town has had better days, you can see that most definitely. But we have got our army poised outside ready. The ladders are manned by our units, our pagan band. So you can see that eastern influence on the units. So it looks a bit very similar to Eastern Spearmen on Rome 2. And obviously then over here we've got our heavy cavalry influence of that Eastern sort of Persian element to it again, with our archers as well. So this should be pretty straightforward. See, very heavy melee cavalry, so they should be good for shot charges and things like that. So let's go, start the battle and see how we do. Let's push in then. Obviously we're going to have to try and get to the walls before the actually no, let me put them over here. Like I said, let's try and get to the wall before these siege towers cause too much damage against our ladders. But what we'll do is we'll bring our archers forward to provide some cover. And then once we've got the walls, we'll try and get the gate, and then obviously once we've got the gate, we shall bring our cavalry in. They set up some barricades down that opening of the city there to try and block us from moving in down the main road on the main entrance into the city. Oh, some civilians here, look at that. Let's have a look at the civilians. Hello, civilians. So good to see these guys back on the battle map. Obviously we haven't actually had them on a battle map before. We've seen them. Hello. Yeah, we've seen them on the battle map, or sort of the city layout map of Rome 1. We used to go onto city views, but you never would see them actually on the battle map itself. So this is a new feature that the Creative Assembly team have put into this game, which is very good indeed. Okay guys, let's start firing please. We put them on to heavy shot. Yeah, let's put them on to heavy shot. Here we go. Oh my god, this is going to be devastating. Yeah, try and go for these guys in the gates here actually. Trying to defend it with all they've got down that alleyway. They're defending the gatehouse like there's no tomorrow. Okay, moving forward now with the ladders. We should be getting to the walls very quickly now. Okay, archers are firing in still, doing a good job peppering down those cavalry. Okay, here we go. This should be quite straightforward to get to the walls without too much problems. But they brought everything they've got to the city gate. They're trying to hold it here. They're not retreating back to the town centre by looks of things. They're leaving it, or they're leaving it to fate here, basically. The civilians don't know what's coming for them. They don't know what's coming for them. Okay, we're in. We've got in there. These pagan bands will probably not do very good against these cohorts, actually, and these sucky equites. They'll probably do very badly, actually. Or these scout equites, not sucky equites, scout equites. Okay, we've engaged, we've engaged. Alright guys, come over this way, come try and head in the back. Go. Already? What the hell's going on? Someone of all... Oh dear God. Wow. Oh, what's on fire here? The walls are on fire. Oh my God, the siege ladders are on fire. Bloody hell. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, we're going to have to move our more pagan band in here. Get in. With the cavalry forward as well now. Okay. God, this is not being good.
Missiles at your command.
Of course, these, as I say, are not as going to be good. They're not going to be as good units as what the Eastern Roman Empire can defend the city with. Obviously, these are your basic Sassanid sort of units that I'm using at the moment, and I'm not going to be up to scratch with a disciplined Eastern Roman Empire. Even garrison army will do better than my my pagan band.
The gates are destroyed. Forward!
Oh, wonderful! The gates are destroyed, are they? Right, okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's take the heavy cav in. I didn't know the gates were destroyed. This is the turning point now. Here we go. Cavalry, move in. They shouldn't stand for long now that the cavalry will be able to get into the gatehouse.
Our forces have found their courage. Back to the fight.
Excellent. They're seeing the cavalry making their move now. This is where we prove our worth now. This is where we come into our own now with the heavy cav. Storming the gates. Okay, we're starting to neutralise the gatehouse, or not the gatehouse, sorry, the siege towers. Spears are coming in now.
Waiting orders. We await your orders.
When his spears in to hit those cohorts there. Oh my God! There's a bloody hell! There's a building on fire here. Jesus, tonight. How's that got going? Is it that siege tower? Bloody hell! Look at that. Talk about apocalyptic here. This is all spreading like wildfire. Pardon the pun, but it is. Come on, Cav, make your mark, yeah, you're pushing in now, this is it. Good God. Oh my God, the building's collapsed, I can hear it. Do not tell me that. Who's left? Right, these guys are still holding here. Explorates, is that what they call them? It's a bit of a death pit here. Look at all the dead bodies of my pagan band. Jesus. I think that is it. Oh no, there's a unit of... Right, unit of skirmishers by the looks of things. Right, Cav, take them down. It should be quite easy to kill. They're going to have to come this way because the barricades are up that way. Come on.
They're not done yet.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God, this has spread so quickly, this fire has. This will be obviously affecting their morale as well. God, what must the civilians must be thinking? I do not know. What if they're trying to find the civilians, actually? Okay, come on, Cav, let's go now. Go, 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 go.
Our men have regrouped.
Go, 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 go. I wonder if, as I say, those siege towers have set their buildings on fire by mistake, but God. Jesus. There'll be nothing left of that. And it is a victorious result for us today. We have achieved victory. Wonderful. So that is it. We can end the battle there. Wonderful. Close victory. Right, okay. Ah, God, we lost quite a few men to that one. Wow. That didn't go as successful as I thought it was going to go. Well, that just shows, obviously, how hard it is going to be on this game to try and take settlements. You know, obviously, you're going to come across a lot of elements that are going to try and stop you. Or you see their siege equipment, their units, obviously, are better than mine at the moment anyway. And the strong defensive walls they've got. It makes sieges a lot harder. It was hard in Rome too. They're hard in this as well. But we have achieved victory, as I say. So we can, and we shall occupy the lands once more. So Edessa is now under our control. And we will have to obviously repair these and convert them before we can gain the benefits of them within the city itself going forward. But there you go, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. It's only, as I say, an overview for you guys to see how this faction of the Sassanids played out, and obviously you got to see them on the battlefield as well. So if you did enjoy this little overview video, please do drop a like. It means a lot. But as well, remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Check me up on the usual Facebook, Twitter, and my Steam group, the Heroes of Sparta. And of course as well, if you want to receive any email or notifications once I upload a video to YouTube, there is a link in the description where you can subscribe to that as well. But until next time, this is WarriorofSparta for now, saying farewell.